What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to Football is Life. Now, I'm sure everyone's seen the breaking news. Haaland has joined Man City. He's going to be signing for them next season. It's a prospect that we're all scared of. Man City just got even stronger. But what I want to do is I want to talk about the real reason Haaland signed for Man City and why he's been destined to sign for Man City for all these years. So here's how the story goes. We are in the year 1997 and Alf Ind Haaland, Erling Haaland's dad, is a casual Norwegian playing in the Premier League for Leeds United. In a match against Man United, him and Roy Keane go for a tackle. Roy Keane comes at second best and he's on the floor, lying down. Haaland thinks Roy Keane dived, so he has a go at Roy Keane on the floor. But what it turns out is Roy Keane actually injured his foot and was out for many months. But Roy Keane never forgot, and he always had a grudge against Haaland. Now we fast forward 3 years, Haaland now plays for Man City. And in a match against Man United, it's a fiery match because Man United, Man City rivals. And also remember, back then Man City were a rubbish team, they were 10th. Roy Keane and Haaland going for a challenge, and Roy Keane does one of the dirtiest challenges you ever see a player makes. He sends Haaland flying, flipping through the air. Keane is immediately sent off, he's suspended, and Haaland's on the floor lying injured. What turns out is Haaland's knee is actually really badly done, and he never really recovers from that, and he has to retire from football because of that injury. Eventually Man City terminate his contract, and Haaland considers taking legal action against Roy Keane, but the lawsuit does not come to fruition. And now Erling Haaland, a casual Norwegian footballer, is left wondering what he's going to do with his life. How can he ever get revenge on Man United and Roy Keane? Erling Haaland devises a plan. He will marry a heptathlete and they will produce a son, born in Leeds. The son will be engineered, programmed to be the ultimate footballer. He will be processed through the modern machine. He will have great physical presence with such obvious quality that he will just be a surefire success. The son will be signed up at a young age by the super agent Minas Raiola, rest in peace, who already has a hatred for Man United and is similar to the Shakespearean play Hamlet, where the young Haaland has been programmed to avenge his father. So young Haaland sets off on a journey. He starts playing football for his Norwegian home team, Bern, at the age of 5. There are many tales of him playing against older boys and making them look amateurish. At age 15, Haaland is promoted to the reserve squad for Bern, but he scored 18 goals in 14 matches. At age 16, he signs for the best team in Norway, Molde, who were at the time, funnily enough, managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A coincidence? I don't think so. I think this was a ploy, a tactic by his father and the agent to infiltrate the Man United sphere, to get their hopes up of building relationships, to think one day they can sign Haaland. Well, anyways, Haaland ripped it up for Molde from the age of 17, and then he gets signed by Red Bull Salzburg. Haaland really would make his mark on the European scene for Salzburg. In his Champions League debut against Genk, he scores a first half hat-trick. You can't write it better. The next match he famously scores against Liverpool in Anfield, and the following match he scores another 2 against Napoli. Now in Haaland's teenage years, he scored 29 goals in 27 games in his debut season. However, his fat cat agent Raiola and his father with the master plan now decides to move him to his 4th team in 4 years, that being Borussia Dortmund. Haaland's time at Dortmund was of course a success, just as predicted by his father and super agent. He became known as a Terminator because he was an absolute goal machine. He scored 82 goals in 85 appearances for Dortmund, and he cemented himself as one of the sought-out young footballers along with Mbappe. Now let's look at Haaland's attributes, right? Young Haaland has been groomed to be the perfect footballer. The old Haaland played football the old school way of lumping the ball forward and running after it. You watch young Haaland and the game looks too easy for him. The pitch looks too small. Opposing defenders look like children standing next to him. There is not trickery with Haaland. He plays with precision and execution at his finest. He doesn't score wonder goals, he just scores many goals. He doesn't dribble in circles doing tricks, he just dribbles past you in straight lines. Haaland also has excellent aerial presence, as you can see with his height, but he does have close control with his feet, like a small footballer, mainly due to the fact that how he can arch his back when running with the ball, so he gets his height lower. He can make runs in behind, lumbering forward, barging off defenders and leaving them for toast. He has great finishing abilities, and it's his arching of the back when shooting with his feet where Haaland can make his close control and shooting better. Haaland can take the ball at the halfway line, run with the ball like he's hunting his prey, and that's what it looks like when he's running. And so the time has finally come. Erling Brute Haaland, son of Erling Haaland, is signing for Man City. Just like his father signed for them on the year he was born, year 2000, the old Haaland's revenge plan to give Man United the ultimate middle finger after they and their captain ended his career. The old Haaland has raised the young Haaland for this very single moment to sign an absolute enormous contract and rip it up in the Premier League under the best manager Pep Guardiola, with the best players like De Bruyne, Bernardo, Mahrez, who are going to assist Haaland in breaking all of goal-scoring records set by Shearer, Henry. With each goal the young Haaland scores, the old Haaland will be smiling and giving a middle finger across the town to Old Trafford for what they did to him. What a crazy journey that Erling Brute Haaland has been on. He's been programmed to be the perfect footballer, and here we are now. Let's see how he does. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I right in my theory, or am I becoming a conspiracy theorist? This is football's Hamlet, Shakespeare's Hamlet. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.